Ooh, the air is cold enough to take my breath away. Ever so slightly. As I make my way to school on this day, the, I don't know, 15th, yes, today's the 15th. October 15th, 2015. This is Mike Haley 7. In case my family's watching, hello. My sister Debbie in Arizona. Try to do a shout out every once in a while, you know. I think I'm gonna wait. That guy looks like he's barrel-assing down the hill. Sorry about the sniffs. They said it was 49 this morning. 49 degrees. Which, if that's true, my bike doesn't recognize it yet. It says it's 60. I know it's not 60. I might have to put on a face mask if it gets any colder, or when it gets colder. The temperature is going to fall into the 30s next week. In the morning, you know, 34 degrees I think they said it will be the morning low. Which is pretty cold for these parts in October. Where is everybody? Hey, I'm not complaining. Makes my eyes water, this cold. Gives me extra sniffles. Again, sorry. I'm trying to make this microphone so that you don't hear my letter P every time. When I go, people, I don't like that sound it makes on the microphone. Anyway, so the cold. It's something I enjoy riding in. Now, I know that a lot of you can't ride certain times of the year, and it's not necessarily because of the cold. It's more because of the road conditions, and salt is the major culprit there for that. You don't want to ride on the salty roads. I totally get that. If I lived up north, I would be just like you guys. I would not ride my motorcycle in salty weather. But just in terms of dry cold with no major ice or major snow, I ride. I enjoy it. I suppose you could say I'm safer now than I am in the summertime because I've got all my gear on. This is the FXRG jacket. It's got pads everywhere and pockets and multiple stuff you can zip in and zip out, and it's warm. It allows me freedom of movement. I probably look like the Michelin Man. I don't care. I'm wearing leather pants too. You know what though? The leather pants from Harley, I don't like them as much as the pants I got from Leather Up. I mean, the pants from Harley have the pads and they have the super awesome protection and stuff, but they're hard to put on. These ones from Leather Up, they are easy to put on, but they don't have any extra protection from cold, nor do they have any protection from falling. You know, there's no pads. So, I wish that Harley would make better pants. The jacket is perfect. I love it. It's expensive as hell, though. Jesus. So do you ride in the cold? I mean, what temperature do you say, screw this, I'm not doing it? It's purely for temperature reasons, not for road conditions. Is there a lowest temperature for you? What is your bottom? That sounds funny. What is your bottom? So far, the coldest temperature I've ridden in is 12 degrees. That was for the Polar Bear Challenge, which I assume is happening again this year. I'm definitely going to try to participate. It doesn't really get much colder than 12 degrees here. I mean, I think it went down to 9 one year, but I wasn't really riding that year. I just wasn't into it. And I didn't want to get up at 5 in the morning to ride in 9 degrees. Go figure, right? Other places, obviously, get much colder, and other people ride in much more adverse conditions than I do. Everyday Riding, I think his name is, he rides in like minus 40 in snow, but he's got a sidecar, so he doesn't have to worry as much about wiping out. He's got that extra set of wheels on him. Although I did see a video, one guy on an electric glide just like this with no sidecar riding in the snow. No thanks. I do not wish to do that. So if you are unable to ride in the wintertime for whatever reason, and you miss riding, and you want to see a nutcase out there on his motorcycle in the freezing cold, you can keep watching me. I'll be here for you. I bought snowmobile goggles because in the really cold stuff, these goggles I have on, they fog up real bad. That's a nice looking Volkswagen. And it's not even a TDI, so he's not killing the environment. So anyway, I bought snowmobile goggles. They're 509, I think they're called. And they're wonderful. Love those damn things. So when it gets really cold and I have fogging problems, I just put those on. No fogging at all. Even with a face mask on, no fogging. It's amazing. That's usually weather in the 30s is when that is necessary. 30s and 20s. Yeah, the lower it goes, the worse the fogging gets. So that's going to be fun. I actually look forward to it. I have heated gloves. I finally decided to get those, but I only wear them on the coldest days. Like today is 49 or 50 degrees, and you think I'd have gloves on, right? Normally I would, but I forgot. So there you go. I'm sorry about the synchronization issues on the last couple of videos. The Replay XD camera, the video was all herky-jerky. It was almost impossible to process. I had a hell of a time getting that thing into the video, let alone synchronizing it. And it was synchronized for a little bit, and then it would go off. It would not be synchronized anymore. It was weird because it was at a different speed from this camera up here. So I don't know what the hell that was about. This could all be for naught. This whole video could not be happening. I don't know. I didn't look down and see if the little red light's blinking. So let me do that. Please don't kill me. Oh, little red light's still blinking. You knew that because you can see it probably. And here we are in traffic. What time is it? It is 7:51. Yeah, I'm all right. I won't be that late if I'm late at all. I start teaching at 8. I'm a substitute teaching for a colleague of mine. She had a retinal detachment. So she's laid up for a while they have a bubble in her eye to hold it all in place, and hopefully it'll heal up. It it kind of makes me think of another topic here. If you want to hear God laugh, tell him your plans. And that's something that you got to bear in mind. My colleague is in her 60s, early 60s, 61, 62, and she's very, very active. More active than I am, that's for sure. And she goes to horse shows around the country. She's got one of the best horses in the country, if not the world, for the kind of thing that she does. With the, you know, you sit up high and the horse does the thing with his legs. It looks so cool, you know. So now she can't do that, and that's horrible. If this doesn't heal up to a certain level, she won't be able to do that ever again. Her depth perception is gone. The other eye is already starting to do the same thing. So there is the possibility, God forbid, that she'll go blind. Now see, this is the point I'm trying to make here. You make these plans like, you know, when I'm 50-something or 60-something, I'm going to go do this and that. Like, let's say for riding. And something happens, you can't ride anymore. So if you can't ride anymore, what would you do? You got to kind of think about that. What hobby or lifestyle would you develop? It's a hard thing to think about, but you gotta. And you're probably asking, what would I do? I don't know. I haven't really thought about it. Watch out, buddy. All right, this is my Kelly 7. I hope you're doing all right. We'll talk to you later.